the screen. Pre-market runners turning red into green. V-web check, yeah, I'm watching that line. Yes, NQ moving, gotta read it in time. Support resistance, where they fake, where they break. Volume spike heavy, yeah, I'm in for the take. No FOMO trade, stick to plan, stay slim. Cut it quick if it flips, that's sink or swim. Sink or swim when the bell goes off. No emotion in the trade, cut it, no loss. Ride the wave, don't fall, don't bend. One shot in the market, sink or swim, yeah. From the open to the close we win.
Hey, good morning, gang, and happy Thursday, and welcome to Sink or Swim, where we have self-nominated ourselves to be the best to ever do it, and to ever will do it. So welcome. Man, what an entrance. That's an entrance right there. I don't mind that. Let's see if we can't get everything situated here. It's 9:29. We have literally 10 seconds before market opens because that's how stinking good we are. Over here at Sink or Stinkin' Swim. Actually, Thursdays are always nuts for me. Thursdays are garbage days. We have a big ol', hey, good morning, driving obsession. We got a big old giant driveway. So on Thursdays, on garbage days, we got to fire up the mini bike and we got to drive these garbage cans down the street. It's like a half-a-mile long driveway, something like that. It's absurd. So doing that, taking the goats out, taking the ducks out, taking the bees out, taking everything out. We get here a little bit later, guys. Just a little bit. So we're still trying to digest everything that happened yesterday. And what a slow-moving day yesterday was, too. It just consolidated, had a couple weak pops, consolidated, a couple weak pops. We did go all the way up there to 27,136 though, which is pretty darn impressive. That was done right at the end of close. 8 o'clock though, we did have a massive sell-off. We're just looking at the 1 hour right now. Look at this huge stinking sell-off at 8 o'clock. We have rebounded, but we didn't really retest that level again yet. Now we formed a bear flag that got invalidated. We're forming a little bit of a bull flag on the 1 hour now instead. We had a really good push off that bottom, actually. Really good push off, VWAP, everything else. Bear flag is looking nice, man. That might be juicy to come up in here and hit that London high, that 27,047. But we got to see what the day brings. I've learned my lesson. Don't stink and trade within the first 2 or 3 minutes. Just don't do it. As tempting as it is and as right as you think you are, don't do it. Like for now, example, perfect example, seeing that wick, I would have been super excited for these long skis. And I was almost thinking, man, if the 1 hour is looking bull flaggish, we got this beautiful wickety wick to kind of stop everybody out. Maybe now is the time to go long. But literally when I was thinking that is when it started freaking dropping too. So again, just reaffirms, don't trade first couple of minutes. Miguel, you good, sir. How we doing today? The light of my life, Mr. Miguel. It's good to see all the friends starting to show up. This 5-minute candle. Oh. So we came down, we bopped off of that orb 100% from yesterday. We bopped off that pivot point from yesterday. We bopped off that 200 EMA from yesterday. What has our range been so far? We came down here to 963. So it's not a huge range yet. Hey, Charles, there he is. There you are, good sir. It's always a pleasure to see you, bud. I hope you're having a phenomenal start to the day so far. Though, of course, we opened our eyes, so it's always a good start to the day, right, sir? It's always a good day. So look at us starting to form this bear flag once again, but I think that is tricking us. I think we're going to get some strength behind this thing. I think we're going to go up a little bit. Just again, that 1 hour is looking good. What time is it? It's 9:33. We got 30 seconds left of this candle, but it's almost an appropriate time to start taking some trades. Almost an appropriate time. Oh, let's zoom out just a little bit though. So we came down. I mean, that was definitely good. That was a real good pivot point, actually. Look at that. Came down, just hit all these little mountain peaks. Boom, 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 boom. That was a good spot for it to bounce up. VWAP right here. Now we're kind of bumping our heads a couple times on the 96s. But basically since 8:11, we just keep going down. Down, 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 down. Huh. I mean, on the 1 hour though, still just show trending up. Look at me just going back and forth, being super helpful. Well, maybe it looks like a long, maybe it looks like a short. Now it looks like a long. This could be a short. Average candle size is 18, which is a little bit muted for opening day. Actually, you know what I didn't check yet today? Do we have any news? Jobless claims was at 8:30, and then 9:45. We do have PMI. U.S. Services PMI at 9:45, 10 minutes. That could give us a little blip. Came up, wicked out the shorts. That should get some of them shorts stopped out. EMA starting to curl up a little bit. This is our 9:35 candle happening right now, which we're basically just bumping our head right at the top of that 9:35 range. Ooh, we did leave behind a 5-minute candle without a wick, 27,062. So that's going to be my target for the long, 27,062, 27,062. 936, we're getting a nice little push down. This is still a little bit early because we got to see. It might get, honestly, it might just get rejected right here. This could be the perfect spot to take a short as well. But target being 62. Where's 62? Kind of doing what we want, so I'm adding into it a little bit, which again, a little silly. We really got to see what the next candle does to feel a little bit more confident on it. Oh shoot, I'm not even trading the correct account either. I'm trading my account that I was trading yesterday. Well, darn. Well, in that case, I'll be a little bit heavier. This is a fresh account. So, again, what is it? 62, 62, 62 should be the end-all be-all. Let's see, ES is pushing up a little bit. Nvidia came down, but it has some nice room to push up. We do have Qs has a gap fill above. And keeping in mind, gaps do get filled 50% of the time that same exact day, so that would give us a nice little push back up here. Hopefully we get some support on the EMAs. I would love it to not go back down to the 984s. But we'll see. Come on, let's see if we can't get a push. Let's break through the 35s. We're up about 10, almost 10. There we go. We got 10 points on it so far. But it really should. So the whole thesis and theory, looking at this is the 5-minute chart right here. This 5-minute candle at 62 does not have a top wick on it. And a lot of times that's magnets. It doesn't come to it right away, as you're seeing. This is all, you know, an hour since we were up into that level. But they do seem to act as pretty darn good magnets. Now we just have to have the thing not embarrass me now that I said all that. Now that I'm guaranteeing it. Here's our 30-second push, finishing off that 5-minute. Come on. Oh, if we could just get a little more. Just give me a little more. Come on. I like that it came back up, but I don't like that it tried to come down to that 9. Come on. Let's get that push. Let's get that push. Starting to stall out a little bit, so we're going to trail some stops here. Come on. We're up in the 50s. Again, the total target is 62. We're pretty dang close. Pretty dang close to that 62. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. There it is. There it is. So now we got to be careful. Now that it has a wick on, the theory is she can come back down. We only have one runner left, so let's take these guys out of here. See how high she wants to go. Might get stopped right there, though. Look at that, though, gang. Look at that. Whew. What a call out. Oh, Charles, I'm sorry, sir. I know, I was almost tempted to do it. Just leave it down at break even and see. But that was my whole theory, man. You just got to put a wick on it. See, this 5-minute candle now has this nice pretty wick on it. Look at that. So we could just sink like a rock now. You never know. But still, phew, gang, look at that. Up 298 on the day. The only thing that sucks is, again, this is my fresh account. I didn't mean to trade this account. I meant to trade my other account. I meant to trade this account. Not a bad trade, though. Not a bad stinking trade. Man, you're right, though, Charles. She's still pumping. You see if it could retest like the 80s. And then who the hell knows? Maybe it keeps pushing higher. Maybe it keeps pushing higher afterwards. Man, nice trade though. Nice trade. Good feeling trade. I'll give myself a W. Look at this. I'm gonna put my own W in the chat. Oh God. How many people do you even have watching right now? How many people? Let me see. We got 4 people watching. Oh, there we go. There we go, Charles. There we go. That's what we needed to see. That makes me feel a lot better. That makes me feel a lot better. Hold on. I would say for your project, we will require 50% due upon signing. Once contract is signed, deposit is made, we can schedule the in-home tape to scale for visual confirmation. This can be scheduled as early as Friday, and deposit is paid and contract is signed. Perfect. Perfect. Sounds great. Okay. Sorry, gang. Hey, cowboy! There he is. There's the good sir. Sorry, we just got distracted. Morning, buddy. Caught that. No wick. 5-minute candle. Dan, Greg, Isaiah, you guys are so funny, man. So funny. All right, I do have to send this text out, though. Let me send this text out. So give me a second, gang. It's 9:44. Let's let this little 15-minute range set. We'll send this text message out, and then you'll get my full, undivided attention, which is what the people want. Give the people what they need. Paste. Look at that, Charles. A good reason that we got out when we got out. Hey, morning, Gunner. We got 2 days left, sir. Who's counting? But we only have 2 days left. Good grief, sir. Good grief. Which, man, I just read the funniest article, too, about flying, where this guy in China, there was this really, like, ritzy, expensive first-class lounge that you get, like, free food, free champagne, free really good stuff if you buy this very expensive first-class ticket. Then you get free access to the first-class lounge. Now, with buying this really expensive first-class ticket, it comes with unlimited rescheduling, without penalty, without fee, without anything. Oh, wow. I don't even have my microphone in front of me today. So this gentleman bought a first-class ticket and then for an entire year kept showing up to the lounge, eating the good food, drinking the good champagne, and then rescheduling the ticket before he, a couple hours later for the very next day, and then came back and did it again, came back and did it again, came back and did it again. And then finally, they caught on to it and said, like, hey, you can't do this, but they didn't actually have any rules, regulations, blah, blah, blah against it. So now they changed everything, but yeah, they're just like, there's nothing we can do. He ate for free, like tens of thousands of dollars. All right, hold on. Happy Thursday. Working on finalizing your quote. Cattle reflect. All right, that sounds good. Let's send this out quick, and then we can pretend to be traders. Copy. Man, I have such writer's block in life, and ChatGTP has made my life so stinking easy. Even though it also frustrates the hell out of me, though, because importantly, hey, morning, Marco! Good morning, sir. Sorry, bud, you're stumbling upon us during story time. And you know what happens during story time? There's not a lot of trading. No, I gotta send out this text message really quick. We caught a beautiful long though, sir. Look at this. Just so people don't leave while I'm just doing here nothing. We caught a beautiful long today. We got 298 out of our first trade of the day. Though unfortunately, this is my new account. I meant to trade it in my other account. That would have been a lot better if this was in the other account. Good morning, Jason. Happy Thursday. Bit longer. Where did you get in? Story time. Man, where did I get in? Hold on, guys. I don't really show that stuff anymore. I'll show it for you, though. I ain't scared. How do you do that? Uh-oh. Fills and orders. Show all. Here you are, good sir. So we got in right down here. We got in at the 22s because we saw that beautiful momentum building and we saw the no wick on that 5-minute candle. And then we took it out right at, well, the no wick was 62. So we did chicken shit a couple of these. Look at this. We took 3 or 4 of them out about 10 points early. But not bad. It's not bad. This is the other account. I meant to do this account. This account is the one that's I'm up. 51,671. So if we had added 300 to that, I would have been a heck of a lot happier. But we'll trade this one now. But I gotta finish this text message, so you guys gotta give me a sec. Woo! What time is it? 9:50. What the hell? So our 9:45. Actually, we did have news at 9:45. That's what that blip was down here at 9:45. What a crazy rejection, though. What is Trump tweeting right now? Let's see. For deposit. Oh, man. See, now I'm getting in writer's block. Do I hear bells jingling? Yeah, man, because I just said about how much easier ChatGTP makes my life a friggin' writer's block. What was that? What the fuck? What the fuck? Did I just lose everything again? No, I didn't. I just got so aggressive on air. Are we still live? What the fuck? You know? It was literally like in the interview. Oh, God. The movie The Interview when Rob Lowe was taking his, like, you know, nasty ass hair, his head wig off or whatever, and it goes dead. And he's like, are we still live? Where's my publicist? Are we still live? Oh, sorry, guys. Here I'm just stuck in friggin' writer's block here. Because I got to ask this, my woodworking company, we have a beautiful entertainment stand we're about to build. It's about a $12,000 build, too. It's a very, very nice one. But I got to ask them for a deposit. And usually we do 25% deposit due at signing, 25% 2 weeks before we start, and then 50% due at completion. This is a referral. We're rushing it for them. So we're actually going to start on Monday. We're pushing some stuff off. So I need 50% right up front, and sometimes it's weird asking for people $6 grand right up front. Everything looks good. We can get the contract signed and be ready to move forward. For deposit, we usually do 25% at signing and 25% 2 weeks before a start date to get materials. For your project, since we're rocking and rolling right away, we would require 50% due upon signing. Once the contract is signed and deposit is made, we can schedule the in-home tape to scale. Huh. Man, you guys are seeing my brain at work right now, and just how slow and convoluted it can get sometimes. Which really frustrates the hell out of me too, because not to say it like this, but I am a very intelligent individual, I feel like. But then when it comes to just some of this simple stuff, like it'll just be 1 or 2 sentences. And you know what it is I hate, not that this is even confrontation or anything like that. I hate like weird situations with like money and stuff like that. It just makes me feel weird. I don't know why. Like I'm such an easy person to give money. I can give money so freely. Like you need money, boom, here's the money. Don't even worry about asking me, just take as much as you want. But if I need to ask somebody for money, even in something like this where I'm doing something for the person, it's like fucking, how can I kind of like tiptoe around it so it sounds nice, you know? Can you give me 6,000 but in a nice way? Like usually we would ask for 3 and 3. Just give me the 6 today. Is that okay? I know you've never met me before, so you have to make it seem like, hey, I'm not a scam artist. I'm not trying to just get 50% and then run away. You're gonna see me again. Don't worry. Alright, this is going to be good enough. We're just going to send it. Send it. And hope they don't hate it. Thanks again for trusting us with your space. Okay, let's see. Once the contract is signed and deposit made, we can schedule the in-home tape to scale for visual confirmation. This can be scheduled as early as Monday the 27th. Perfect. I think we're going to send it, gang. Look at that. We can actually get back to trading. We're working on the cap reflects the exact dimension. Scale you see. It takes a bit longer. But we'll have everything due by tomorrow. If everything looks good, we can get the contract signed, be ready to move forward. For the deposit, typically do 25% signing, 25% to the start date cover materials. Since we're planning on to get started right away in your project, we require 50% due upon signing. Once the contract is signed, the deposit made, we can schedule an in-home tape to scale for visual confirmation. We can schedule it as early as Monday the 27th. Perfect. Perfect. Yay, we did it, gang. Look at that. As a team, we can do great and beautiful and big things. Who said? Who said that we couldn't? Okay, so back into trading, pretending like we know what we're doing. How many people do we have watching? We have 6 people watching me just read my text message aloud. I'm so sorry, gang. We'll get a little bit better. So on this 5-minute candle right here, just like we targeted a 5-minute candle earlier, we didn't have a wick on this 5-minute candle, so we felt very nice in that long once we got some momentum that we're going to come back and put a wick on this candle. Same thing is happening to this candle right here. Now notice it did take us quite a while, about an hour, to actually achieve that move. So we're not going to target this right away, but it's something we want to keep in our back pocket. So for example, if this thing keeps falling off the cliff, comes down and bounces off this pivot point, bounces off this 200, starts getting momentum pushing back up, then we can take a long with our target being at least 59, because it'll put a wick on the top of that body. Ooh, Marco, that was the same place you got in. Nice to say. Greg, just say because we started on Monday, we need 50% upon signing, and we look forward to serving you and beautifying your living space. Yeah, dude, I love it. I love it. That's basically what I said, too, but it's just, it was an elongated paragraph with a couple of more details and stuff like that peppered in, but we are starting Monday. We need 50% upon signing. Yeah, that would have been a little bit probably softer than what I said. I said, so we will require, which I don't like require. Require is a little bit too much. We need. We need is a little bit better than we require. Require is like, ugh. Like you're my boss. Like, don't fucking require me to do anything. Alright, so Nvidia is forming a nice little bull flag right now. Qs did fill that gap like we talked about. They're coming back down to their pivot point. VIX is starting to spike up a little bit. ES is curling back down to its pivot point. Though same thing is leaving a couple candles without wicks. Just like this one. I mean, this one does have a little tiny little nub on it, but not great. So we're kind of coming down with some force. Coming down here to the 980s. Oh, man. What is the chances? So this is a silly move, gang, and probably don't follow this one. I'm only going to do it with one, but we've bounced off these 80s every single time we've hit it. This could, I mean, this is solid momentum down, so we could just be falling right off the cliff. But we might be able to get a quick 10 back on it. And sometimes you can get a little bit more. Though, again, I only did one tiny little guy. Marco, I was in a short and I got out before 10. No. Don't those always kill you, man? I hate those. No. And then it just makes me want to get back in. That's the thing that I hate more, actually, is a move like that'll happen. I'll see it happen. I'll know not to try to chase it, but then I'll be like, you know what? It's falling. It's falling. I already messed. You know, I tried to short. I got a little bit off the short. I should have still been shorting. I'm going to short again right now because I'm just right and I was wrong earlier. And then that's when the long just rips your face off. So then you lost money by not shorting it fully. And then you lost money again when you shorted it incorrectly. Oh, so luckily I'm starting to kind of get past those days. But those days do sneak up on us once in a while, admittedly. I'm sure if I wasn't stalled out in a text message, I would have probably tried to long this right before that fall off or something, you know. So that was a really, really good wick now, down to the 965s. Again, just kind of hitting this wickety wick point. Wick, 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 wicky. Real nice push-up. Real nice push-up back to the 700s. 717, and again, 59 would be good targets if this thing starts pushing up hard. We can target those wicks again. It is forming a bear flag, though, on the 1 minute, so you got to be a little cautious. Hey, Miguel! R1B is 2342, says Gunner. We're starting to sneak up, bud. We're starting to sneak up. For those that aren't in the know, RONB is a stock that owns some SpaceX, some pre-IPO SpaceX shares. How's Google doing? Google's doing okay. Meta's not doing okay. The fuck, Meta? The 29th is earnings, so we still got a couple days. Boom, 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 boom. Man, we got some annoying polka music getting blasted by the workers next door today. They're building again that, like, it's almost a 6,000 square foot home next door. Shit, man. Darn it, darn it, darn it. So look at that. We just put that one wick on. So we might even go all the way up here to the 60s and put that other wick on too if we keep getting pressure. You think about hitting 28,000 on Monday. Man, it's so hard because of the weekend, though. You never know what happens during the weekends, you know? The weekends get so scary. There's definitely going to be some fighting, some skirmishes. Them shipping lanes and all that. What? LOL? Yeah, no. If you're referring to the workers, but yeah. There's like a 6,000 square foot home being built directly next door to me. It's like 50 feet away from me. And the workers are blasting polka music today, which is very interesting. But so I just literally, the bass is just coming through the walls and it's just going boom, 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 boom. So look at that wick up here, the 21 and 50. Good rejection off the 21 and 50, though admittedly, good support off of VWAP here. Man, it's a little early. I'm a little nervous on this one, if I'm being honest. A little nervous on this one. We're still going to target putting a wick on that 58. So our 955 candle that doesn't have that top wick, it should bring us up to the 27,059s. Admittedly, this is still early, though. It's only been 10 minutes since that candle happened. Usually it's 15, 20, 25, 30. Last time it was an hour. So this might be early. Basically, if it breaks below VWAP aggressively, then we'll probably get out. Hey, good news. Good morning, sir. Marco says they're going to fight all weekend, then right after Sunday night open, they're going to announce some type of ceasefire, and the market's going to rally. I can definitely see that happening too, right? Change of career, a singer now. That's what I was saying, man. We got some polka music blasting next door. So we got to see. If it falls off here, if VWAP doesn't provide support, we kind of got to get out of it. If VWAP does provide support, maybe we're coming up here to the 60s. Here you go, Greg. Just don't get me in trouble with wifey. What are you doing over there, bud? Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. We still got some weakness. Still got a little bit of weakness. Are you not seeing the links I send you? I might. Are you sending them on? Are you sending me stuff on Discord? I'm not looking at my Discord right now, admittedly. Man, which is silly, too, because I have so many screens, and I have so much stuff going on. I have my trading laptop. I have my middle screen that has my 5-minute and also the 1-minute. I have another screen that has my 1 hour, my 4 hour. It's got the 5-minute of ES, the 5 of NVIDIA, the 5 of VIX, the 5 of Qs. I have my OBS screen. Oh, no, I'm not seeing any of the links that you're... If you're sending links right now on YouTube in the chat, I'm not seeing them at all. Oh, yeah, you can't get on Discord in the Gov. Yeah, I get it. Well, we're forming a little bit of a bear flag here, gang, so we're probably going to try to sneak out of these early. And if it keeps getting momentum, we'll try to re-enter with that target. But right now, I want to kind of get out a little bit clean. Well, we still can, just in case this bear flag ends up bear flagging. Yeah. So we got to see. We got into it with some good, good reasoning. We wanted to get out if it broke VWAP. Kind of broke VWAP. It did push back up, but we're just getting resistance along these EMAs. If it can break back through the 30s, I think we can try the long again. But I just don't want to be early. And we were a little bit early there. Copy and paste that. Just don't get me in trouble with them UK chicas. Oh, God, man. The last thing I want to do is copy and paste that. Miyagi and whatever that is from new 2017. Got that new 2017. Man, not copy and pasting none of that stuff. Get out of your dang mind. Something crazy is going to pop out of my computer and just start stealing all my shit. You will love the beat. Oh, it's a song. I get it, man. Are you on Instagram? Send it to me on Instagram instead. Then I'll feel better about it. But yeah, man, there's a lot of I really like, I like my Sink or Swim soundtrack here, but I'm very much so I guess techno isn't really the right word. It's like that dubsteppy stuff, but probably that's not even the right word anymore. Music just keeps transcending too quickly for me. I can't keep up with the names of like the genre changes and all that other shit. But like a Steve Aoki or a Yuki, that's what I like. Yuki is some good shit. You listen to Yuki probably, right? Yeah. So whenever I'm like surfing, whenever we're wakeboarding and stuff like that, that's what's playing. It's usually like Yuki or, man, same thing. I can't even think about names right now, but though insanely enough, man, if you're wakeboarding and you put on the right Irish rock song, that can hit too. That can hit pretty good. I'm gonna turn up my music so you guys can hear it. A little bit. If you like Yuki, you like it. Nice, man. Like, I like that one song too. I don't even know who did it, but there's like this girl saying like, just give me that scratchy, itchy, brain music. I want something that I want to hear bass in my brain. I want that scritchy, itchy brain rhythm, And then somebody turned that into a song. Love that song. So good. Dude, that would be another thing, man. Another life, right? Another life. I would have loved to have been like a DJ or something. I feel like I would have been good at that too. I've just never even attempted it. That'll be next year. This year we'll solidify trading. We'll start our trading career. We'll really get the trading platform off. And then next year it'll be Trapper Swim. I'll start my Trapper Swim channel, and then it'll be me day one of starting to become a fucking, I guess, trafficking. Yeah. That sounds weird. I'm not gonna start trapping drugs, but you know what I'm saying. So Gazi Ra, oh my God. Let's see. All right, hold on, sir. Hold on, good sir. Let's play your music. Let's see what you're doing. Gazu, oh my God, Gazi.
Whoa, what's that?
I just put
What's
the budgeting
that?
app and
Oh my God, man. You nutball. You stinking nutball. Ukrainians know how to party. You should see the club version. Nah, man, I can imagine. I can imagine. All right, let's see what the heck is going on with trading. But yeah, man, I like that style of music. That kind of voice is annoying as shit, though. All right, 990s. We're forming, look at this, head and shoulders. But it's just such a long, slow one, right? Here was kind of the base of it. Really ugly, messed up, deformed shoulder. Head, building out that shoulder again. If we can finally break the 80s, but we got to break it with some nice veracity, then maybe we can start popping down nice. Good news. Let's go, Greg. Let's go, sir. How are we doing today? Which actually, we are having a good day so far. We're only up 20 bucks on this one, but we're up 300 on this one. 320 for the first 15 minutes isn't terrible. But I really got to get this account. I need to get this account passed sooner than later. Today or tomorrow. We got to pass it. Boop, 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 boop. Why does it show it like that now? I don't like that it shows it like that now. All right. So, yeah, still just giving some really nice support. This 980s, it's hard to break through the 980s. Beautiful support down here. ES is still pushing up a little bit. NVIDIA has formed a massive bull flag. So if NVIDIA really starts taking flight here, it could push us up pretty nice. They came all the way up to the 204s, though. It's got to be close to their all-time highs. Good news says, does not look bullish at all. I know. I mean, we keep bopping our heads. If the chart was upside down, right, and we kept having these wicks up to the upside, we would think, hey, that's a lot of force to the upside. We keep trying. We keep trying. We keep trying. We're going to bust through eventually. So I guess it's the same theory, right? Since we keep trying to push down, push down, push down, we should push down and break through it sooner than later, you'd almost think. I'm going to try a little guy here just to see, are we going to finally break this range or not? Either to the upside and we're screwed or the downside. I guess we'll drop it. I got to start doing these with a little bit heavier. Like all these, maybe. I'm doing like the maybes with such small volume, and all my maybes are actually working out pretty well. I got to start doing the, start scaling up these maybes a little bit. We got 2 seconds left. If it can survive it, it might sink down. I presume it's going to get stopped out, though. It's just so stinking close. Yeah, stopped out. That's okay. We're finally at 51,700. Another retracement will try a small short just to test the waters. Says good news. I know, man. That was me. I keep trying to do these tiny little guys, you know? Just trying to get a couple tiny little guys. I'm in. Woo. So you're in short. Another retracement will try a small short just to test the waters. That's a little tiny bull flag forming. VIX is going down pretty nice. Ooh, in all honesty, I wish we'd just have one quick little wick up here to the 47s. If we had one quick wick to the 47s, I'd be super excited about that short. Yep, there is resistance there. I agree. VIX is coming down. I'll try another little guy with yous. I'm not convinced on it yet, though. I would have preferred for it to pop up and hit a nice little wick or something first. Let's see what kind of bounce he gets off VWAP here. I mean, for me taking these tiny little trades, they're actually adding up kind of quick too. Yeah, good news. Great job, bud. Great job. Yeah, look at that. Nice short. Nice short. Now we just got to see, is it finally time to pop through? Bob, nice trade though, man. So again, those are the trades kind of like I just talked about that I need to get in a little bit. I kind of keep waiting for like the larger trades, I guess I'd say, to make sure that if I'm wrong, there's usually still enough cushion for me to get out correctly. If it's usually a larger trade, I guess. Sometimes when it gets really consolidated, really tight like this, I get a little bit nervous doing heavy size because sometimes you do get that really quick, fast pop, and then that heavy size fucks you up. But yeah, man, I mean, that seemed like quite, what a safe 20 points that was, right? You're in a perfect little range, and you could have a nice little stop above it, I guess. Nicely done. Should have held and trailed it. When I trade my funded, I get too nervous and cut too early, says Good News. Yeah, man. Well, it's even me. Even right now, this eval, when evals get higher up like this, I start being like, ooh, we're only 13 away. Ooh, Like, man, like I said, I accidentally traded this one this morning, and I thought it was the other one, so I only went in with one, and then I was like, oh, wait, this is my fresh one. I can go in heavier, and it worked out, right? So it's the same thing. It's like, man, you got to not have that mentality where you limit yourself. Which there's definitely a discussion where eventually you got to find that balance of risk versus reward, but still, I know I feel like if I stayed an aggressive trader the whole time, I'd probably be a lot better off than being a little bit more of a safer trader. Man, VIX is just falling right now, though, which is also weird that we're still falling with VIX falling. ES tried to push up, but it's looking weak. NVIDIA tried to push up, but it's looking weak. Q's tried to push up, but it's looking weak. Man, I see a lot of stinking weakness right now, bud. I'm seeing a lot of weakness. I would still just love one little trap candle. I want one little trap candle to come up here to put a wick on this 27,059, and then I want to go short. Good news, I would lock now. Tomorrow just my last day, and I request a payout. Very cautious. Hell yeah, bud. You're doing the right things, man. You're doing the right things. I mean, that's a good, strong mental game, right? You have the correct mental game right now, bud. You're doing awesome. What a little consolidated chop zone, though. For the last 20 minutes, just chop, 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 chop. Yeah, I mean, look at that. We've really been in the zone since 8:30. What is right at the top of that? Man, based on this, I gotta imagine that 960s are going to get retested again soon, too. I mean, I guess they kind of have 3 times already. 1, 2, 3. Look at that support we have at the 960s. I can see through a consolidation and a drop, says Good News. Let me go and touch the grass outside. I'm also at work, working from home. I love it, bud. I love it. Go cut that lawn. Go cut that lawn, sir. Breathe in that fresh lawn air. Stay green so the charts can stay green. Man, VIX is at a beautiful place for it to decide to turn around. Look at ES is trying to push above its 5-minute range. VIX is at the bottom of its 15-minute range, not 5-minute. But VIX is at the bottom of its 15. ES is at the top of its 15. NVIDIA, beautiful, beautiful bull flag, but just with way too much weakness now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green candles in a row, or red candles. I can't talk. Qs. ES is pushing above its range. VIX is still dropping. I think this is going to be our. I think this will be our pop up. I think this will be a little bit of a pop up above range, and then I think it's so that we can get into a nice short is what I'm targeting. I really want this to pop up to the 60s. Dang, that would be frustrating, honestly, if it just pushes back down to the bottom of the range right now. With that just little bit of strength, it seemed like it was teasing bulls to go up, or even it just might be true momentum to go up. So I definitely don't want to short it right now, but I would love for a little trappity trap wick to just rip up here real quick. I am feeling the FOMO though. A lot of instances I'll put one in here anyways, and then it'll seem to blast up here a second later and be like, well, I guess I'm just averaging down then. Come on. Big resistance again, says good news. I know, man, but with those green candles, honestly, I did think we were going to get a pop-up to put that wick on that 5-minute candle, right? This 27.59 target. So I was going to go short there. I was hoping we were going to get one big little momentum rip up, wick up to the 60s, go short at the 60s. Marco says, we are not going anywhere. Good news says, I'm not trading anymore, so do not listen to me. I think this is a good theory, though, unless we're just going to drop right down again and we're just going to stay here for the next hour. But after that little momentum, I could see us getting that pop up to the 60s. The 1 hour looks real ugly. Just huge friggin' wicks on the 1 hour. You're such a good puppy. Man, you should see this guy behind me right now. He's just always squashed up against me. Let me see. Without hopefully ruining everything. Hi, Jetties. Hi, baby. Look at him. Hey, you. What you doing? Just squashed into my back. Such a good little ride or die. That was a nice, tiny little wick above range. But it still doesn't get me that excited yet. Oh, man. Now I feel all weird about this. There we go. There we go. Dang it, we should have went for it. That wick, I was messing around with a stinking dog. But yeah, we got that wick up to the 31. That would have been a beautiful little short opportunity there. Darn. Why is PW going on other people's stream commenting shit? Ha ha ha, he is funny. What is he doing? What stream is he on? Whose stream is he on right now? And he paid for the comment to be visible. That's so funny. Whose stream did he go on? Tell him to come on my stream. You can talk shit and pay on mine. No, I don't. I honestly don't watch Patrick. Rocket Scooter? No, I've never even heard of Rocket Scooter. Dude, that's super funny though. How many followers does the guy have? Does he actually have a decent amount of followers and stuff, or is it like a no name? And Patrick's just going on talking shit to a no name. Rocket Scooter, Matt? No, I don't know. Oh shit! I mean, he has 160,000, so he's got a good following. That's what I mean. When I went on Patrick's show last year, he only had 370. That went from 370 to 1.2. Seemed like overnight too, man. That thing flew up. Yeah, man, that's Miguel's catchphrase too. I love it. Man, look at that push. I think this is going to be the push up to the 60s. We didn't break VWAP. We got a little bounce off VWAP. ES is forming a nice bull flag. VIX is falling nice. Hughes is forming a nice bull flag. Man, I've been talking shorts this whole day. Now I'm contemplating taking a long up to that 60. Man, I couldn't stay away. I couldn't stay away. Teased me too much. There we go. Nice little push, though. Not a bad little push, just for a little guy. I mean, you can definitely target the 62s. 44. Went to 44. What time is it? Here's a brand new candle right here. This candle should push to the 62s. Man, sorry gang, this construction is killing me lately. We keep getting such bad internet blips. It's been terrible. Terrible internet blips. It only needs a couple more points to put that wick on that 59 finally. Alright, so I think the smartest thing to do now, because we are only 9 points away from... I've been riding in this long that you called out, and you aren't even in it. I was in it, man. I was in it for a little bit. I just got in and out quick. In and out quick. I mean, again, the 59 is where I wanted it to go to, so we're only 10 points away from my price target now. So if anything, I kind of want to start going into the shorts. Well, yeah, so 60s here. Look at that's the 5-minute candle. So this 5-minute candle right here at 9:55 doesn't have an upper wick. So I figured this wick here will go up to like the, 27,059. So it should go to 27,060 at the very least. Should go to 61, 62. Since top of orb is right there at 68, I could see a rejection there as well. But instead of me going long now, because there's only 10 points left of what my price target would be, I'm almost thinking about starting to go short. Especially if it wicks through that, I might start going short instead. But I wanted to wick through it first. Because, yeah, admittedly, everything is looking nice and bullish right now. You should get a pop right here, Marco, I think. Hopefully you get a nice little pop off the 9. Nice little bull flag forming. Oh, sorry, puppy. Sorry, little puppies. Sorry, little puppies. Yeah, look at that 1 hour. That 1 hour bull flag is gorgeous. Look at that thing. Boom, came down, and now just rocket shipping up. But it's right back up to the London highs here. And again, 61 is where this body matches up as well. I think 60s will be a great place to start a short. You might have to ride it all the way to the 100s. But yeah, I think I'm going to start doing a little shorty short. We'll see how it goes. It would stink if we came all the way up 134, though, if you had 100 points against you. So just out of caution, gang, this is what we consider an aura trade, where we don't really have, I mean, there's good stuff behind it, but I'm trying to target a short just because I think it's going to kind of go down based on a few other, we just have a couple resistance points that we're coming at, but it's not like we're really getting that quick showing us, yep, this is the way. That was technically the wick. Charles says market is bullish. ES is going for all-time highs. Marco got out at 56. Nice, bud. I know, honestly, I feel a little silly about this short. I'm just doing it purely because I've been talking about it for the longest time that we got to put a wick on that candle. But that's not to say that's the resistance point. Maybe 75 is the resistance point. Definitely, if you're short and just look for small retracement, yeah. Yeah, I'm honestly going to get out of it too. It's not the smartest trade. Whoops, that's not what we want. Yeah, we got out of it. Still though, my God, guys, we're not doing terrible today. We're up almost 400 on the day. It's not a bad day. It's not a bad day at all. Dude, son of a bitch, though. I mean, I caught a tiny little bit off that move. But how long have we talked about? Greg, I thought we were riding this long for all the monies. No, Marco, again, you didn't listen. You keep going between my channel and Cowboy's channel too much and you're not listening. We said we wanted to long it until it put a wick on this candle. And then we wanted to short the shit out of it. So, we longed it a little bit. We longed it to 10 points before that candle. It came up to that candle. And then I got chicken shit because everyone kept talking about long. So I'm like, I don't really want to short this thing anymore. So I threw out my short thesis. And I just took a tiny little short. And I should have took a giant short with conviction. Because look at that. It did exactly what we said it was going to do. It put a wick beautifully on that candle. Then the second it put a wick on that beautiful candle, it sold off 40 points. Look at that. I got out at top and you got out somewhere before the top. You're right, sir. I got out at like 44. I got out at 44. Now we're forming a nice little bear flag. What is VIX doing though? VIX is still, Really, we need Nvidia. If Nvidia starts sledging off the cliff, the market did everything you said, but you didn't put your money where your mouth is, says Marco. I know it, bud. That's the thing we're working on. Listen, the smartest individuals are the ones that can see where their shortcomings are, and they can slowly start tweaking those shortcomings. So yeah, I've said it for a long time, man, that I have a very, very good eye for the market. But I have a little bit of that ADHD, a little bit of that ADD brain, all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm slowly battling all that stuff too. So I'm very much so like I can say the right thing, but then the second I see that squirrel running, I'm like, wah! Squirrel, And then I'm like, wah! And then I forget, And in all honesty, I just talk all friggin' day. I just don't even stop talking, Don't even stop talking. I don't even listen to myself half the time, so I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. So I got to remember to listen to myself. I got to remember that the things that I say out loud. What a silly conversation now. The things I say out loud have validity to them, so listen to them yourself, Greg. Look at that. And I even have crazy hair today. You guys got crazy hair, Greg, today? That's why we're getting a little squirrely today, gang. We're getting a little squirrely. About to go in Patrick's chat and start talking shit to him. See if he pops over here. I wonder what he said to him. If you're still here, good news. What did he say to that good sir? Well, now we're down 50 points on this short that we talked about taking. And we chicken shitted for friggin' 15 points, I think. Gunner goes, geez, your hair is looking rough, Greg. I know, man. It's a little nutty today. It's getting like that we're doing the Johnny Bravo hard, Remember Johnny Bravo from way back in the day? Get that really nice Johnny Bravo poof. Got your channel in the background playing. I was like, let me come back and check on that hair. I do want to look at that hair. Looked at you and was like, whoa. Oh, God. Man, so we had one tiny little tease of getting above this zone just for us to friggin' come back down to VWAP. Which is interesting because it's almost like it's providing support. And again, we can't talk about aura trading, right? We shouldn't talk about aura trading. But I feel like whenever we've gotten into these trend channel-y chop days like this, we'll get a big old bump out like this. And it'll get people excited for the longs. But then what will actually happen is then we'll have the reverse happen pretty soon too. We'll actually fail. We'll have a bump then finally below the thing, get the bears all excited, and then it'll do the same thing. It'll just pop right back into the zone. So I'm almost presuming, even though this looks strong, you know, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high versus this higher high. So we are building a lot of strength. So again, it's just a dumb something that I've kind of noticed over time. And watch, it's not going to be true this time. And then people are going to be like, you're silly, Greg. It's just bullish. Everyone can see it's bullish. Which it does kind of look bullish right now. It broke through, came back and retested the halfway point. So it ripping up makes a lot of sense too. But I hope so badly this thing crushes through here so I can look like a genius. But I'm not taking the trade, so... So let's see. This is the important candle right here. Retest the halfway point, comes down, hits the 9. See if it pushes back through and pushes up to the 70s finally. Which another good resistance point would then be the 80s. Let's see if it pops up to the 80s now. I might try shorting again at the 80s. Marco, this is tough. We are in a 15-minute opening range where we keep getting setups. Yeah, man, these are the days that kind of blows up your count. It's nice that at least we still have an okay candle size. You know, we got a range of 16. But yeah, I mean, that's what I was kind of saying. That was my theory earlier, is that we won't break this, that we'll come crushing back down. We'll do the half, you know, we'll do the same thing down here, and then we'll just pop back into the range. But admittedly, at the moment, it looks like she's getting some good strength. $35s. Our current 5-minute candle obviously doesn't have a bottom wick on it, but kind of like we saw here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It took 8 candles to finally clean that up. So that's not to say it's going to sink right away, though sometimes it does. We did just barely, just now, make a higher high for this little move. So presumably we're going to push up just a little higher. Let's see how it reacts on the 80s, and then we'll decide about that short. I don't necessarily want to long right here either, though. Definitely don't want to long it right now. I'd much rather short than take any longs. So we gotta be patient and wait. Ugh, maybe it's time to go mow the grass quick, you know? Hi, puppy. You stay there. I'll be right back. You stay there. Here, you take over the stream. You tell the people what to buy.
Sink or swim, go live, chat fill up. Two voices rise from the scroll below. Everyone's first one in the room. Charts already in the morning gloom. Saw the candles dancing near VW airplane. Felt that rhythm, said today is mine. Type tick quick, so the whole chat knew. Said he caught that break, rode the move clean through. But another voice from the shadows replied, said slow down man, I was on that side. As Greg spoke, calm breaking down the play. They kept talking in their own small way. Win or lose, they would both take part. Two different minds, but the same young star. And the chat.
Woo! Don't worry, guys. Your king is returned. Hydro looks like a 50-ish.
Points he made, second one laugh, said I flipped that trade. One chase early, had to take that loss. Other stayed back, let the price exhaust. Still they joke like they always do, throwing little lines, but it all rang true. Cause behind every jab and every claim was a deeper respect for the learning game. Greg kept teaching truth was there in the lines they told. Two traders growing side by side through the waves of ego and humble pride. And the chat still move like the rising tide. Two traders drifting but unified. Through the wins, the losses, the things unseen. They were building more than a P&L screen. Sink or swim wasn't just a name. It was where they came to refine their game. And in every line that they typed within, they were both learning how to win. Yeah, man. Not just trades, not just calls, but the voices behind it all. Sink or swim, we grow again. Sun's coming up, screens glowing gold. Another day in the life, stories get told. From the shoreline to the order flow, we ride the tide where the hot trades go. Wake up early with the tide rolling in. Coffee in my hand, let the session begin. Charts on the screen, candles start to dance. Nasdaq Futures giving me a chance. VWAP sitting like a line in the sand. Price pulled back, now I'm making a stand. Volume building, yeah, I feel that heat. Momentum rising like a drumline beat. Palm trees swaying, but my mind stays sharp. Riding every wave like I'm playing my part. Support below. Yeah, man. Rise with the market, rise with the sun. Sink or swim, we teaching everyone. New York open every day. Don't be late. Started with a vision and a chart on the screen. Nasdaq moving, yet the candles stay clean. Hit record, now I'm talking my place. Trying to show the world better ways through the maze. No more guessing, no more chasing the hype. Teach risk management, teach them trade it right. From the losses to the wins, yeah, I show it all. If you stumble one time, get back up, don't fall. Every morning when the bell gonna ring, we go live, let the knowledge we bring. Real time moves, no edit, no trim. You either learn fast or you sink or swim. Sink or swim, yeah, we live at the open. New York time, every day we in motion. Teaching the game, yeah, we breaking it down. From the small account, growing up to a crown. Sink or swim, yeah, the mindset shift. No shortcuts here, just a long-term gift. From the charts to the life that you wanna live, I show you the way, yeah, I got that to give. Hey, hey, camera mic turned on. Sun just rising, yeah, the session comes strong. Talking levels, talking entries and risk. Show 'em patience, yeah, the edge and the twist. Not about luck, it's a plan you refine. Discipline sharp, like a well-cut line. People in the chat like, yo, I see it now. That's the real win, that's the reason, that's how. From beginner to a pro in time. If you stay locked in, you gon' learn to climb. Every Kindle got a story within. Stay afloat strong, don't let emotion win. Sink or swim, yeah, we live at the open. New York time, every day we in channel growing, people tuning in from across the world. Yeah, we building a win. Every stream another life get changed, from confusion in the charts to a structured brain. Now remember when I didn't understand, now I break it down simple, step by step plan. If I can do it, yeah, you know you can too. Just stay consistent, let the process come through. Sink or swim, yeah, we rise every day. New York open, yeah, we lead the way. From the first trade
Hello?
to a calm
What the hell? How the heck did you do that? What is that? That is the craziest thing. I had to go into like my Windows settings and everything to unmute the microphone that was somehow muted in just the Windows settings. What was the doggo doing while I was gone? What were you doing when I was gone? That's crazy. I just came back to it being muted like that. So yeah, gang, I tried to take a little shorty short. Obviously, it was not the correct thought process, so we just got out of it to break even. Now we're starting to see this little bit of a bull flag play out. The other reasoning, too, is because it was at 11 o'clock. That was our 1 hour candle, so that was the other reason that we got out of it. Sometimes we do get a little bit of a push. This 1 hour candle that was just formed, though, has 0 bottom wick. That would bring us back down to 91. So we're 100% coming down. 100% we're coming down. So again, this is very dangerous because we could be getting a lot of momentum behind us right now. But we have to come down to 94. We just have to. We literally have to. We have to put a bottom wick on that 1 hour candle. So we're going to keep the stops tight again just because we're going against kind of what the market is doing, you know. But it has to. 93. It literally has to. We have to get a wick to 93. Even if it takes 10-15 minutes, it's going to happen. Zero doubt in my mind. Now, is it going to go up another 50 points before it comes down? That's a possibility, and that's why we're keeping the stops tight right now, right? But 100% is going to get down to 93.
Stop fill.
94. This is what we're looking at, gang, just so you guys know and understand it. The market hates this when we have a 1 hour candle without a bottom wick. So we have to come down and retest that 94, 93. We just have to. We have to put some type of a wick onto this candle before we can keep going north. Or the only other way that sometimes happens as well is if we do have a lot of momentum behind us, which I'm talking through it, and is, you know, we're about to hit 93 right now. But just to continue the thought, sometimes we can get a strong push for 20 or 30 minutes that'll bring this wick up to like the 120s, the 130s maybe, and then it'll reject. So it might even come up to 135, for example, and then reject, and then it's going to come down, and it's going to sink below 94. So before the, I mean, I almost think before the hour's up, she's coming down. Unless we just get crazy Trump news where it just pop, 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 and then, you know, sometime overnight it'll crash back through. But I gotta think it's gonna happen sooner than later.
Yeah, man. Rise with the market. Rise with the sun. Sink or swim.
Not a bad day though, gang. Not a bad day. If you had a couple wins with me, we thoroughly appreciate the likes. We thoroughly appreciate you subscribing. We're slowly growing our tiny little space of the internet here. We're slowly starting to grow kind of a fun community here as well, gang. And we're starting to become a pretty darn good trader. So I think there's a lot of positives here. But yeah, please don't hesitate. We'll hopefully keep making you money. We'll keep making me money. And we'll keep learning some stuff. You know what I'm trying to decide too? So next week, again, I own a woodworking company. Next week we have a nice entertainment project we're working on. So I have a lot shorter streams starting next week. Well, not even necessarily next week. Maybe like Monday. Monday will be shorter. Then probably Tuesday through Friday would still be kind of maybe normal-ish. And then the week after, install day, would be a little bit shorter just so we can install it and get through it. I wonder if I should just leave a stream up. Like start ghostwriting some contracts or something like that. Like I'll wake up, I'll choose my thesis for the day, and I'll just put in that order, and I'll put in a giant, it'll be a giant 200, 300 point bracket, and then just let it run. I wonder how many people would just log into the stream to see the bracket running. That would be kind of funny. From the charts to the life that you want to live. Same thing. I mean, these 5-minute candles get me so excited, right? That's that 94 again. Even comes down to 75. So we're going to have a resistance at some point. We're going to come back down to these levels. It's getting me all stinking excited. Man, I just want one quick wick. I want one quick wick up to basically get the shorts out, and then I want to start going short, which which will stink if I miss the trade. But I also don't want to catch this thing all the way up to. I mean, I guess now you're only going to ride it to maybe like the 130s, so it's not terrible. If you take the short at 114, you got to ride it to the 130s. That's not the worst, stop in the world. We're down to the 100s here. I really hope we get a nice little bounce off the 100s. I want to have that nice little wick up to the 130s. And then I want to enter this short. That is what I want. Yeah, man. Sink or swim, but we float together. Dude, I freaking love that lyric. I think that's the best lyric ever. Sink or swim, but we float together. New York open. Man, it came down to 95, but it didn't do it. We really needed like a 94, 93, which is probably going to do right now. So that'll kind of invalidate my theory about the 1 hour candle, which kind of stinks. I wish it had popped up first because it would have given me a lot of confidence in that short. Just not having that wick yet gives me a lot of confidence in that short. It came so close, but it didn't hit it insanely enough. This would be a good place for it to spike really quick. Just do a real quick spike and then let's go south. Nope, I missed it. Fuck me. Called out the trade and missed it. I think this is going to be it. I think we're going to get a good pop right here. Hopefully to the 136s. We want to see a nice little pop wick up to the 136s, 137s. $120s. There you go. 124s. 125s. We're going to start it there. Again, these ones are a little bit dangerous because they're almost kind of like aura trades, right? You're not getting confirmation or anything else. Right now, if anything, we're bullish as can be, right? So, but what we're going to do is if it comes up to the 137s, we'll add another one in. And then again, target will be 93. If not, maybe lower. Man, admittedly, it's hard to not just drop in that silly stop so early on this thing. Take the $5, you know? Ugh. Short it with NQ, Greg says good news. He says short it with everything you got. I mean, I think so too, man. I'm just trying to wait a little bit longer. I'm trying to wait a little bit longer for it to hit the 130s.
No rush, no pressure. Just show up, learn together. Sink or swim, we float forever.
30 points, I'll get it. I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking so. There's 130s. We'll add in one more. We're going to keep one stop tight. We'll keep the other one, probably run and then add in once if it comes back up again. Yeah, still looking a little bit strong. We got 15 seconds left of this, then we'll have our 5-minute push. Our 5-minute push might be a kind of a big one, up into the 50s. Man, again, I know this is getting kind of chicken shitty, but I think I'm about to drop that stop. Wow, I thought the 5-minute push was going to be up, not down, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's all right, gang. We're trying to go against the market, so you got to be a little cautious. You got to be a little cautious. Now I kind of want to see if it gets a little push up to the 150s maybe to really clear through. So 136, right? Yeah, like 136, 27,136. I want a quick wick through 136. Maybe go up to the 150s. Then let's see if we can get it down. New high, says Charles. I think so, bud. I think so. We're so stinking close. Though, watch it just sell off the friggin' cliff right now. Man, look at the EMA's crawling down real nice. Oh, 94. We got 15 seconds left. Definitely should have held that shorty short. Definitely should have held that short. I think we're forming a head and shoulders here, gang. What would it feel? Feels silly to get back into the short exactly where I got out of the short. Because we still might have that little spike up. But yeah, look at that little head and shoulders maybe. VIX is starting to come up a little bit. Q's is curling down a little bit. ES is looking nice and strong though. ES has a really nice bull flag forming. Nvidia is right at the top of its 15-minute orb. If it could bump its head on the orb, then we'll come down nice. Yeah, admittedly, this is my first trade today that I kind of really did a bad job on it. This is me just entering because of the FOMO that I thought it was going to go down. What time is it? 11:17. The brain is starting to slip a little bit. That's what that means. Alright, well there you go. There's new highs. We just hit technically new highs. Let's see if we have a little push through it. And then maybe we'll add into this position a little bit. Though again, what a dumb friggin' entry. So dumb of me. That is kind of upsetting. I've made good decisions today up until that point. $94. Up here to the 140s now. see, 171 would be our 100% move for the orb breakout. Came up here to hit the 140s now. Seven seconds left. Come on, let's get a little push down. Obviously, market's going against us, so we don't want to short right now. Now we're just blindly shorting. So if we can get out of it clean, that would be best. If we can get out of it with the smallest loss possible, if we have to. But man, I'm hoping that we'll have just a little bit more of a sell-off here. Yeah, darn guys. We lost a little shmoney on that one. Unless it changes his mind right now, but I kind of doubt it. We got 12 seconds left. Let's see. Oh man, our average candle size has gotten down to 12 too. Yeah, stopped out. Oh man, I've been so absorbed into the chart here. I haven't even looked at chat or anything else. Sorry, gang. So Nixon, nice bullish setup. Yeah, bud, it's just been going. I 100% agree with you. I was targeting kind of blindly like we admitted, just shorting because it was all-time highs, hoping for a little bit of a retracement there. The retracement, in all honesty, did not happen. Good news is this going to be one of those days slowly rallying up? Don't panic, Greg, it's coming down. Yeah, man. It is. It's just slowly. Oh, man, my light just died. It's just slowly friggin' grinding. And now we're down to 12. Average candle size 12. We do still have the 1 hour thesis. It's got to come down to 94 eventually, but that doesn't mean it has to do it right now. Dude, right, Nixon, I 100% agree. I've been saying it all week. I absolutely hate all-time high trading. You know, at least like yesterday was a little bit better because we had a little bit of a pullback, so we had some levels that we could kind of base it off of. But as soon as we blast past those levels, man, like what do you do now? Literally so this is my only setup. My pure and only setup and my only reasoning for taking shorts right now is this no wick on this 1 hour candle. And we were so close to it, I thought we'd push through and do it sooner than later. But like you're seeing over here, this was a no wick 1 hour candle, and it took 1, 2, 3, 4 hours for that wick to come and actually come back and return. So it could be the same thing, you know. This could be a 1, 2, 3 hours slow grind up to the 210s or something. Then we have a just aggressive sell-off back down to London lows. Who the hell knows? But that's what we were trying to short. We were trying to short to target this. It's not working though. So I don't know what I would do now. I definitely don't want to long. You know, I'm not going to blindly long anything because we don't have any levels above us. The only level that we would kind of have is you could loosely say like this 5 minute 100% of ORB would be 27,171. But yeah, just kind of a hard one. So we're up 55 in this account. We're up 300 in this account. We might call it a day sooner than later if I'm being honest. It's a game of waiting, brother, says Good News. I agree with you, sir. A frustrating, stinking game of waiting. Waiting and waiting and waiting. And now with 11 average candle size again, we are just slowing down too much. Let's see. Let's see dates here. 30th. Alright. Well, let's see if we can't. I don't know. I'll give it a couple more minutes. It's 11:25. We'll give it a couple more minutes, but I honestly don't necessarily see a setup setting up in that time frame. This is the other thing. We had this really nice head and shoulders forming, right? That was the other reason that we entered the short. We entered the short down here, which is a terrible idea. But we had a nice little head and shoulders forming, but we didn't have confirmation. We didn't really have a shoulder yet. We were just jumping in early. ES is looking great, though. ES is looking very bullish. NVIDIA is starting to lose a little bit of strength. NVIDIA is coming back down. VIX is going up just a little bit. Qs is starting to pancake. So Qs is just slowing down a lot. VIX does have the potential for a W-shaped recovery here. If VIX starts spiking like this, the market's going to sell off hard. NVIDIA is starting to sell off pretty good. If NVIDIA sells off hard, we're going to sell off hard. Oh, look at this thing getting me all freaking teased for the short again. So trading 25K accounts today. I need to make 500 in each, says Nixon. I'm in ES, liking this setup. Slow rise higher. So you're in an ES long right now, sir. Hey, shoot, man. Not to fade you, but I literally just pumped in that. I literally just punched in a short after I said like ES is looking nice, man. I would stay in that ES long. I'm being silly trying to get this short again. It just looked like with NVIDIA selling off, and VIX is in a nice spot. But yeah, she's still pumping. Darn it. I keep getting stopped on shorts. Yeah. I mean, that's basically me now, right? I was snagging them pretty nicely, you know, about an hour ago. But yeah, shorts right now are against market direction, so it's a tough one. Yeah, it's one of these things, man, and I'm realizing it right now, and it's always hard to make that decision. But you know the adage of not every day is a good day to trade. Now is becoming not a good day to trade any longer. It's no longer a good day to trade. We're just going to take that off. We're going to flatten it. We're going to call it a day. Because you know what? We had a good day. We're up 52 in one account, though we were up 110 on it. We're up 300 in another account, so we're up, whatever, 350 on the day. We were at 400. This is just a little bit scary now, man. You got to sit here for forever, I would say. It's either going to keep slowly grinding up. There's going to be a quick little dump or something like that. Then you can maybe choose some longs to snag some, you know, points back up again. But I don't know. Otherwise, I'd just be shorting it. I just want to short it so badly, but I don't want to. I don't want to keep shorting and be stuck in like an hour-long slow grind up to like the 200s. That's what I don't want to do, you know. So I'm thinking it's time to leave. Look at that. This is our first time breaking through the 21, though. Literally just as I got out of my short and just as I'm about to leave. Watch this short play out. Oh, you guys. Is this finally going to be it? It's starting to go slow. Ah, shit. Look at that wick. We got to get out because of that wick. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. Damn it, man. Everything in my soul and my being is saying short it, and then it's just slowly grinding up. So everything is also saying don't friggin' trade, just walk away. Oh, I hate days like this. Because look at that. Nvidia's looking real weak. ES is starting to look real weak. Oh, we'll try it one last time. This will be our last trade of the day. It's either going to work or it's not going to work, and then we're going to walk away. Right? Hopefully. Though again, man, you should have waited just a little bit longer because of that wick. You say the right things and then you do the wrong things, right? Yeah, that might have been a great wick to go long. No. See, gang? These are the decisions. Man, you've seen it live, too. You see the mental struggle literally live there of me knowing, you know, fuck me. It's time to walk away. It's time to walk away. It's time to walk away. It's going to get stuck in a slow grind. You didn't friggin' walk away. You know, you dumb shit. And now you're going to be stuck in this damn trade. Unless it'll come down right now. Which after that wick, there's a good chance it's going to go for new highs right now. Fuck me. So dumb. Yeah, look at ES is starting to fire up. Nvidia is starting to look green. Fuck me. Ugh. Damn it. Damn it, because of that wick. You should have known it because of that wick. That was a fast wick that came down. It wasn't a weak wick, it was a strong wick. Fuck. Trapped. Trapped, did you trap, but he trapped. And the shitty thing is, again, I don't really have a good, hey, this is the stopping point I should get out at, or this is a good resistance point to go in heavy at. So we're just kind of stuck riding this thing and making a decision. Do we want to just get out now at $140 loss? New candle right here. Hopefully we get a little pull back. Come on. Came down to the 9. Let's see if we can't get a little bit lower, though. Come on. Come on. Damn. Well, that was frustrating, guys. We're back to positive on the day. $4 friggin' dollars. No friggin' way. Oh, what a dumb day now. Damn. How funny, too. I called it myself, you know. I knew I should have walked away. We were up 100 on this account. Then we were up 50 on this account. Now we're up 10 cents on this account. Oh. Unless she sells off the cliff right now. Oh, good. What a dumb day. No friggin' way. We were up 100 on it, then we were up 50 on it. Now we're up $3 on it. We knew we needed to walk away. We didn't walk away. Well, that's trading. Still not a terrible day. Look at this short fucking shorting right now, too. Look at this short about to short. No way. No way. Look at how weak Nvidia's looking now. Nuh-uh. Oh, I was right, but I was wrong, you know? Right, but I was wrong. Nvidia's looking so weak. Watch, I'm doing the same mistake I just made. Literally the same mistake I just made where I went in short here. Because guess what? This is a higher high. This is now a higher low, potentially. Mm. Shoot, man. Look at that. Yeah, man. Sorry, gang. We were having a good, exciting day. Ugh, and you guys understand it. You guys get it. You make that tiny little bobble, and then you're like, "Argh." And then you make that other bobble, and then it's just equally as frustrating. And then you bobble it a little bit more, and bobble it a friggin' again, and then here you are still trading when you shouldn't be trading anymore. You know. I mean, everything's looking real nice and weak now. Admittedly, everything's looking really nice and weak. All right, gang. Is that going to retest that 120 and bounce up? Yeah, dude, I don't friggin' know, man. I'm obviously not making the right decisions here. I think I know what it's going to do, but it's just when it gets to candle sizes like this, and I say it so many times, and I know I should never trade it when it gets down to this. When it gets down to an average candle size of 10, it's just the market moves so slow that it's hard to kind of stay mentally focused in whatever direction, you know, you originally thought it was going to go in. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. It really didn't go anywhere. It's still at 123. 1, 2, 3 times it's been at 123 to 136. 5 minutes of a tiny little range. If Nvidia can lose its support, which is so close to doing, oh, the short's gonna work out. I'm just gonna friggin' miss it. There we go. Finally, down to the 120, so we gotta be a little careful. Hopefully it can just friggin' continue, though, down to the 93s. That'd be the original target. Without wicking us, you son of a bitch. Well, we're back to positive on this account now, at least. Oh, what a friggin' day. Right? Fuck me, look at that. Now it's really starting to go. Alright, we're going to try to chase this, which sometimes isn't the best idea. But we're seeing if we can't just get a couple of them quick. Come on, a couple more. Alright. Scalped a couple more. Fuck me, though. How frustrating. And then it just happens so fast. And that's what I kind of said, too, man. Whenever it's like those average 9 candle sizes, you'll be stuck for a long time. You'll feel a little sense of, false sense of security. And then you'll end up getting a little bit too heavy. And then out of nowhere, you'll get 2 or 3 candles stacking in one direction. Dang it, though, man. Now this could be a real nice bounce point. Oh, yeah. This could be a nice bounce point. If it loses the 90s, it's got to come back down to the 60s. But there's my 1 hour wick. There's the 1 hour wick that we wanted. So this would be the perfect place now for it to bounce up, or it might have a bounce point again at the 60s here. Shoot, even the 80s, honestly. Stopped out, I'm done. This is depressing, LOL. Yeah, bud. Shoot, man. I mean, the thing that's depressing for me is that I'm not in it, How long have I been trying to short up here? How long have I been getting stopped out in these stupid friggin' shorts? And then I keep trying to re-enter. I get a little tiny little nugget off of it, and that's it. Yeah, I'm glad that you found us too, Nixon. I mean, this is what we're about. Consistency, good vibes, everything else. Please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. And honestly, I think that's a good time for me to get off as well. We are up 22 bucks in this account. We were up 100. Sorry, gang. We kind of bobbled it in the last couple 20 minutes there. We're up 300 on this one. We will do much better tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. We'll be here right around 9:20 in the morning, and we will keep rocking and rolling. We'll have a beautiful green day, and we'll race into this weekend. But love you all to death. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We'll see you again next time.